underwent quite a journey a couple years ago, and believe it or not, you're actually completed it here. So now you're probably trying to figure it. So Dennis is still calculating the grades for minutes, so we'll see how the afternoon goes. But you're probably trying to figure out what you're going to do now with all that free time. I'm sure your spouses and significant others have long lists of things for you to do. You know, there's always payback here, and now you're going to have it. But we hope that you will stay connected to us, and that you'll always have a home here at Babson, and we welcome you back at any time. So we'll be working with you through the alumni group. You'll meet Lily Christine in a minute, and she'll talk to you about that as well. But we're grateful that Len Schlesinger has stopped by to say a few words, and probably met him at an earlier point in time. And so here's our president, Len Schlesinger.
Thank you so much, and most importantly, congratulations to all of you. When the weird thing about kind of getting this sense of closure when you're only with your peers and you don't have family members around, there's an opportunity for me to actually seriously warn you, having engaged with fast trackers in a session like this where family gets there on the last day, those lists of crap you haven't done is pretty long. So you might want to say, there's still a few other things I have to do at Babson. and my advice, I mean, just for those of you who are looking to escape from this, is you basically say, we actually don't have certainty about closure in the program until the May graduation. And the school has asked me to be on call for intellectual activities of all sorts over the next 6 or 7 months. So I do promise you on May 19th I will be available, but not before that. And that gives you the opportunity to do two things. One, is to avail yourself of a physical ceremony for a partially virtual program. And that graduation is wonderful, and you have all earned it in the most traditional of ways. And so I do hope that you end up not depriving friends and family of the opportunity to share in the aggregate joy of your own individual and collective experiences, and that you actually do elect to march. I can actually tell you now, it's one of those wonderful things, there are a bunch of committees that have to stamp it, but the two speakers at your graduation on the 18th will be Reid Hoffman, who invented LinkedIn, and who has a book coming out in February that will be written to essentially to echo a lot of the things that you've probably learned here and learned before you got here, which is the only useful way to think about leading your life in an uncertain, unpredictable economy is as an entrepreneur. And so the fundamental messages that he is delivering are strikingly consistent with that which you get here on a daily basis. And the second speaker and honorary degree recipient is Maria Eitel, who is the chairman of the Nike Foundation that has done extraordinary women's economic development work in the world. So I can at least give you the marquee names as part of the inducement. And if you do come, do realize that by the afternoon ceremony, I'm looking for things to keep myself excited. And so I spend a fair amount of time looking at the most interesting shoes that people wear as they march. And there are awards at graduation for the best shoes of the march. But do please come back. And that's part of the experience that we keep talking about here, and Peter's talked about before I got here, which is you were alumni the day you signed up. You are alumni today. And you've already experienced some of the joys of being able to link to each other in non-face-to-face manners. And so you have the unique expertise that other people who've only gone to this school on a face-to-face basis have to develop their own capabilities to do over time, which is you know how to engage, you know how to solve problems, you know how to have discussions. And as a school, okay, we're a much better school because we have a population of folks like you that know how to do it in a world where those skills are absolutely critical. And so, so three things. One, when you got here, I had the opportunity to meet with many of you, and I said the thing on the front end that I will say on the back end, thank you for choosing Babson. You all understand at this point in the process that this is a tuition-dependent institution, and as a consequence, if you don't choose to do what you do with us, okay, then we have nothing to do. And my guess is I see some of your faculty colleagues kind of sitting in here, walking around, folding their arms. Can you only imagine what it is like for me to have a less charm on the faculty for a year with nothing to do? So at a personal level, my deepest appreciation for the fact that you've elected to come here and given him something to do. So that's number one. But at that time I said, nothing short of the explicit recognition as you come to a session like today, or hopefully as you come to commencement on May 18th and you march along the platform to get your physical degree, that what I want to hear from you is the ultimate compliment, that this was both time and money well spent. Because the only way you can analyze, obviously, any sort of return on investment for an activity like this is against all other uses of your time. And so I do want to hear from you and on all spectra of those answers. And our ambition, because we are so appreciative of the fact that you elect to do it with us, is that we create a scenario where everybody walks across the stage saying this was time and money well spent. So, congratulations to all of you. This is not easy. Okay? I watch this. My wife occasionally teaches one of the mods in Fast Track, and I get a sense both from the nature of the interaction that all of you engage in, and also watching that we now turn to the laptop becomes a fixture in our kitchen. Okay? That interferes with all substantive linear human contact. What ends up happening is we'll have a conversation, right, and in the middle of it, she'll hear a ping. And she'll go, oh, I have to see what's going on, right? And so my guess is some of that occurs for each and every one of you. So the notion of actually to sustain a human encounter for more than 75 seconds without a ping, okay, is a great opportunity that you'll all be getting to. So it is a great achievement. And we hope you do two things. Not only celebrate your own achievements, but also recognize our success as an institution with programs like this are critically dependent on you not only being alumni, but actually being our word-of-mouth marketing system. So if you think this was time and money well spent, make sure you scream it from the rafters and that other people know. Because the quality of the program going forward and the experience going forward will be critically shaped by the extent to which we can depend on people like you who've gone through this experience to tell it to others. Finally, just simply put, I hope that this gives you another step in the process of, quite honestly, realizing the dreams that all of us have as aspiring entrepreneurs of one kind or another, and that is to actually be empowered to take smart action in the service of our aspirations and dreams. You came here for a reason, and I hope that you're getting closer to realizing that reason by virtue of having been here for 2 long and hard years. So again, congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to the faculty and staff that have engaged with you to get to a process where there's so many smiling, happy faces and you're all standing. I look forward to welcoming as many of you as is physically possible at graduation, but please don't be strangers. The quality of this institution as an institution long term will be largely dictated by the quality and the commitment of its alumni network. And so we're critically dependent on folks like you to engage in so many broader ways than many have in the past of this institution, and to set the stage for others to engage at that same level. So I think I'm about done, because what we were hoping to do is we were waiting for all the liquor to get reset and as we were going. So my guess is we're in pretty good shape, and I'm going to turn it back over to you, Amanda. Again, congratulations.